Our question of the day. A government who is into body shaming appoints a minister with responsibility for persons with disabilities. I make no apology for asking this question, and I'm saying make no apology because the responses on our Newspin Facebook page, some of it very hypocritical. I can forgive those people who have a cushy job somewhere overseas, maybe in Miami, and they're not underground in St. Lucia, and they're not taking note of how this administration, particularly some individuals, have sought to ridicule people who might be short, might be fat, who might be old and have some difficulty in moving around as pedestrians. And this is something that I've been noting, I've been focusing on over the last few months, because there's been several instances when there's a ridiculing of some sections of the society which warranted me making reference to it and pointing it out to the wider St. Lucian society, because it appears that those are things that many people are not sensitive to, or you're just being hypocrites.
Hypocrite, you rotten hypocrite. You're gonna pay the price someday.
And what the government is doing, all of them, short and tall, what the government is doing, how can we...
My friend, the Prime Minister, not careful, almost repeats the very words that got Mr. Speaker into trouble. That whether you are a giant or a dwarf, you're going to feel his bazooka. The Prime Minister, on the other hand, changes the word dwarf to short, and he changes the word giant. Nobody can say his vocabulary is not good. He changes the word dwarf to short and the word giant to tall. And did you hear the hyena laughter? Did you hear the stupid hyena laughter instead of embarrassment?
And I heard another thing again, Lisa Jawawa. So I don't know why Miss Jawawa does come and just...
Someone says, pronounce the lady's name properly. Wow. So it's Lisa Jawa here. Tim, you need to find the callers when they mispronounce it on purpose.
I don't think... You think they're doing it on purpose?
Yes, I think so.
You have a mongrel. We have to be sad to what the politics of our country have come to. Racism has no place in our modern democracy. So what you say? What's the difference between Kenny Anthony and Alan Chasney? The difference is that within the bloodline of Kenny Anthony, there were slave masters.
But the fact of the matter is, the Barnard family were never ever engaged in slavery. They were not plantation owners during the period of slavery. They actually arrived in the Caribbean in the 1880s. And they came out of Sussex in the United Kingdom.
And that's why he's a racist. That's why he's inferior. That's why he's afraid of Alan Chasney. Because he has the balls.
The flurry of insults, name-calling and calumny did not stop there, with deputy political leader and former MP for Castries Southeast, Guy Joseph, piling on with the personal attacks.
So you have sent your mongrel forward. Richard is worse than a mongrel. Richard is a demon. And he's a demon straight from hell, sent to torment the people of this country.
Some supporters of the UWP are touting the meeting as a huge success, reportedly emboldened by a perceived comeback. Political leader Alain Chasny closed out the night's proceedings.
The Labour Party, Philip Pierre and his gang, realized that Richard Frederick had a big mouth and that he was a mongrel.
Cause if a young pig is called a piglet, why a young bull is not a bullet? And if a young dog is called a puppy,